Hello, beautiful people. It's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're back again with another video, and this is about Diddy. But this is also from TMZ. Is about is the title is Breaking CNN response to Diddy beating tape accusations. Okay. I think we already checked this yesterday, but yeah, we're still gonna check this to hear what they've got to say here on TMZ. Let's check it out.
Live, Harvey Levin here.
Charles here.
There is a huge mystery in the Diddy prosecution, and it all revolves around the 2016 tape video that was shot at the Intercontinental Hotel. So when we last spoke to you, which was yesterday, we told you that there was a letter filed, a joint letter between the prosecution and the defense in the upcoming Diddy trial, the prosecution. And in that letter, there is reference made by the defense claiming that CNN destroyed the only known version of that tape, destroyed it after allegedly editing it and taking parts of it out of sequence. That they did that, aired it, and then destroyed it. That was according to this letter.
And we were baffled, as
and by the way,
rest of the world
the consequence of that is, if that were true, and if there isn't another original version, and this is the edited version,
it could make it difficult for it to be admissible in court.
Absolutely.
And that completely changes the complexion of this prosecution against.
You see, this is the angle, which is insane or which doesn't make sense. But again, I just want to say that the video is not going to be shown here because of YouTube guidelines and regulation, right? So maybe we're going to put the link to TMZ directly for those who want to see the video, but that video is not going to show here because
So this is where the mystery comes in. After we broke that story, CNN got back to us, and this is what they had to say in response. CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source. CNN aired the story about the video several months before Combs was arrested.
Okay, so they are flatly denying, but we're going to get into the exact words they used in a minute. So hours later, Diddy's defense team doubled down, and here's what they said.
They said, our written and oral communications with CNN's counsel were clear. They destroyed the original video file they received from their source.
Okay.
Now, who is not telling the truth? Because somebody isn't telling the truth. Who do you think is not telling the truth?
So you're looking at this saying somebody's lying, somebody's telling the truth. I think you could say not so, but there's another version of this. So when you look at all of the evidence, CNN acknowledges they got this video from a source.
Right.
And presumably it's somebody who worked at the Intercontinental Hotel, which no longer exists. It's been changed. Now they have new. So there's no anything with the Intercontinental anymore. So somebody at that hotel presumably took that surveillance video, took the hard drive,
made it for several years,
made a copy, it seems, and then made a copy to give to CNN. Go back to the CNN
their quote.
Look at this.
The central part
CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source.
So what they're saying, the original copy of the footage, their source, whoever their source is, that person
still has it.
Still has the original copy.
But the problem is this.
So of course they didn't destroy that because the source has it.
They never got it.
Right. They don't have it in their possession to destroy.
They got a copy of the original copy. They got a copy of the original copy. So the question.
Oh, they got a copy. But seems like the original still exists or still does exist. Okay. Something came to mind, but yeah, let's go on.
The question is, did they destroy the copy? Because the statement just from the original copy. They got a copy of the original copy. So the question is, did they destroy the copy? Because the statement just refers to what the source kept.
And what you just said, did they destroy the copy that they have? If you go back to the quote from Diddy's attorneys, that is what they are saying. They destroyed the original video file they received from their source.
Which is the copy of the copy.
Exactly.
Which is the copy of the copy.
I wish they didn't use the word original there.
Right. But
because it throws things off. But anyway.
We've been trying to get in touch with CNN about this to find out if they destroyed the copy of the copy, which they had. We have not heard back from them yet. They referred us back to the original statement, but that kind of takes you in a circle.
Right. Harvey, let me jump in here for a second. We have breaking news, updated news. Our head of our news desk, Jamie Schramm, just came to me and told me that prosecutors just stated in court that they have not only the CNN video, but they have actually obtained the original video. Jamie, am I getting that right?
They have
a copy of the original footage, is the way prosecutors said. They now have a copy of the original footage, not just what they got from CNN.
Bring Jamie over to your microphone real quick.
We got some questions.
We didn't know this, so bring Jamie.
Wait, a copy of the original. Okay, now it's starting to make sense. Is it making sense to anybody? This is exactly what we want to hear.
Over to the microphone.
This is happening.
Hey, Jamie.
Well, hold on. He's got to get an earpiece in.
Oh, right.
Or we could just yell across the room.
No, we're not going to yell across the room.
You're going to get blown out.
I mean, that's the question I want to ask Jamie is, how did they get that? How did they get that?
How did they get it? And does it show anything materially different from what CNN?
Maybe the Intercontinental Hotel somehow kept that hard drive, even though the hotel
or Harvey,
told us
the person who recorded it initially, I think what Jamie's going to tell you is the person. What they have is the original recording. He's jumping in right now.
Because
Harvey. So what the AUSA, the federal prosecutor, just said in court is that they have the CNN video and a recording of the original footage.
Okay, the original footage. So the question, Jamie, is it's really interesting. So the original footage, is that from the source? Because CNN has not revealed who the source is, or is it from the Intercontinental Hotel that may have actually kept the hard drive? Do we know?
Well, they haven't revealed that yet in court, so it's ongoing right now.
What do you think? I mean, you've been all over this case. How would they have gotten that original? Because that doesn't sound like a copy. It sounds like the prosecutor saying they actually have the original, which would have been the surveillance video footage. So is there any sense of how all of a sudden they got that?
There's no sense. They haven't revealed that just yet, but more to come as the hearing unwinds.
Yeah. You know what's weird about this is just yesterday they filed a joint letter. And there was no reference.
They didn't reference that at all.
They didn't reference it at all.
I'm speculating here, but here's what I think happened. Jamie's words, according to the prosecutor, were they have a recording of the original. I would suspect that what happened is they learned who the source was, the CNN source was, probably because the person came forward voluntarily, who has the recording of the original, which is what the prosecutor said. They don't say they have the original. They said they have a recording. So that may be the source took the recording with his or her cell phone, and that's what the prosecutors now have.
So do you think that happened in the last 24 hours? Because our intel was the prosecutors hadn't even subpoenaed the video, which shocked me, as of yesterday, and that they were surprised at what the defense said, that their team got word from CNN's lawyer that it was destroyed. So was this in the last 24 hours?
Yeah. And this is even confusing now, right? It's not making sense. Yeah, that same question, is it within the last 24 hours? Because something about this is not right. Or did they actually reveal who the source was, what the source is?
Got word from CNN's lawyer that it was destroyed. So was this in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's within the last 24 hours. That information hasn't been provided in court yet. But, the speculation is that it came from possibly a security guard or someone who works in the security office. Or maybe
how did they locate him? Because this person who did it was certainly, not revealed.
But maybe the prosecutors didn't bring it up because they didn't even know that until until Diddy's team started putting this out there, that it's been altered and they have this information that it was destroyed. The video was never in question, right? So the prosecution is like, they're not even going to address that.
Well, it was.
But wait. So if now they're saying the video, the copy of the video CNN has been altered, that means they must have had a copy of the original footage to know that the one CNN has been altered, right? Does that make sense? Because for them to look at the video and just say, oh, it's been altered or sped up or whatever, then they have to say that, or they have to have another copy to back up their claim to say, oh yeah, this is what the original looks like. The original wasn't sped up, wasn't altered. this is how it looks, and maybe comparison and all that. But do you think they're ever gonna, maybe, what do you think? Because now it's kind of confusing, because obviously, obviously they must have had, or they must already have the original copy or a copy of the original copy to compare both, to see the difference in sequence and all that. What do you think?
I mean, they need to
video was
subpoena
never
they
questioned.
need to subpoena the original, right?
Harvey, just because there's an allegation that the video was altered, sped up, spliced together. I mean, it really doesn't take away from the fact that Diddy beat the crap
Well,
out
he
of
did,
everybody.
undeniably. But what becomes relevant, the reason this is so important, is if that video is Cassie trying to escape a freak off in that hotel.
Totally relevant to the case.
It's highly relevant.
Right, and would clearly be admissible.
Clearly be admissible, because it would show a lack of consent, which is part of the crime that he's charged with. So it's really, the
Yes.
beating would be relevant.
Now I'm less concerned about the destruction of the video. I'm more concerned
The
with
editing.
whether it's been altered.
Yeah.
Because if there's something in the original video that makes it clear this is not about her fleeing from him, fleeing a freak off, well, now the video has less relevance and probably isn't admissible. And without that video, that's, I don't know, it seems like
You're right.
a keystone to the case.
Yep.
Shannon from Missouri, even if CNN edited or sped up the video, the world saw what we saw, and it caused Cassie so much damage. So even if they sped it up or edited it, we saw what we saw.
We should just underscore one quick thing. He's not being prosecuted for the beating. That would have been a state crime, and the statute of limitations has run on that crime.
As awful as it is to see it, and I know why people are trying, because they want to say he should be guilty because of that.
Right.
But it's just not what he's on trial.
But if it can be connected to her escaping the freak off, then it's highly relevant. Right. And that's where what you just said is really important. Welcome.
Exactly. I think that's the connection they are trying to build whatsoever. But again, this would mean, for them to say it was altered or it was sped up, it would mean that somebody have got his or her hands on the original copy, or on what the copy of the original looks like, for you to know that it was sped up, it was altered, it was whatever, right? Right? That would make sense, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, we're just speculating, right? We're just trying to see how this can come to a balance. Maybe, just maybe, nobody's telling a lie here. Just maybe we're getting different versions from different people. So it may not be the exact same way we see it, but again, just maybe somebody have got their hands on a copy and comparing both to see that something about both is not the same, the sequence, right? Let me know what you think, because this may seem like a bit confusing, but I mean, others too may have suggestion or more clarification to this, and I'll love your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff, and until next time, see you in the next video.